What is going on, YouTube fam? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about EDP445. I'm pretty sure that by now most of you know who he is, and if you don't know him, I'm going to give you a brief story about who this guy is and how he ruined his career. So basically, EDP445 was a famous YouTuber who was an Eagles fan, became very popular on the platform for his unorthodox attitude. He would do weird things, rage when his team lost, stuff like that. About 2 years ago, he was actually caught in a big controversy over trying to meet up with an underage minor, a 13-year-old girl. He then claimed he was there to get a cupcake.
Again, so what brings you out here today?
Well, I was coming out here to...
Glasses off.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go back home.
Which we all know that wasn't it, so the internet basically canceled him. For 2 years, he has been like a plague. He keeps trying to come back. He keeps trying to reinvent himself. The only platform that actually allowed him to come back was actually TikTok. Every time he tried to make a new YouTube, he was banned. Every time he tried to make a Twitter, he was banned. Every time he tried to make an Instagram, he was banned. Anywhere he went, any kind of platform, even like smaller streaming websites would ban him. Everybody was banning him. Nobody wanted him on their platform. And TikTok seems to be the only place where he actually found a platform that didn't ban him. I think he grew his following to like over 1 million. But he's not pulling in the kind of money that he used to pull, obviously, from YouTube. So EDP445 is going broke. And also, he is not just going broke, but being delusional. He is trying to sell all his stuff. And he's also, again, still claiming that he is innocent. We're going to go ahead and react to this video that he did. It's like a creepy video on his website, EDP445.com, where he talks about how he was set up, that this was supposed to be a movie role, and that this was supposed to be like a skit where this was all fake, this was all acted out. And he does it with this creepy AI Obama voice that's like interviewing him, and he's answering about how he's set up. And let's just take a look and let's give our reaction. Let's see what's going on in this video.
The incident that took place on April 18th, 2021 actually didn't occur. So explain what actually happened.
Oh, it's simple what fucking occurred. I was set up. You know, there's nothing to sit back.
I will give him that. He was set up, but not in the way that he's trying to claim, obviously. He was set up to meet with a 13-year-old girl, and he was set up, and he got caught as a predator. So he was set up, but not in the way he's trying to claim that he was set up. But let's continue.
Well, first and foremost, you know, in the very beginning, I was emailed by chat.
Yo, if you take a look at this email, I mean, this is pathetic. This is gold and pathetic at the same time. He has his email. Let's read it out. He says, yes, that is the correct location. Javier, our cameraman, will meet you at the Rite Aid parking lot on Sunday, the 18th at 2 p.m. and instruct where the improv scene will take place. We will need to see how you act out in a random scene from 30 to 40 minutes to see if you're fit for film. We're planning to shoot in the Bakersfield area in October. The scene we may ask you to act out may seem a bit odd, and I may crack some jokes and be rude in certain parts of the shoot that may seem offensive to you. But keep in mind, we have a protocol of situations we may throw at you to see how you respond and act in helping us determine if you're fit for the part. If selected for the part for the film, we're shooting in Bakersfield in October. We will reach out 7 to 14 business days from our meeting. Please message me back to confirm this date. And then Chet Goldstein is the guy that set him up. That owns the channel that catches predators. And if you can take a look up here where the name Chet Goldstein is, whoever emailed him on that date, you can clearly see that there are some dots. So this is like poorly photoshopped. This isn't even a good Photoshop. I mean, if he was going to try to claim innocence, he could have at least attempted to do this a little better. Yeah, because this looks bad. I mean, you can see it right here where my mouse is pointing. You can see it. There's another one right there. It just looks it looks pretty bad. But yeah, let's go.
when you look at emails and shit like that, you know, if it's from like an actual business studio, like someone who's like an actual company, it'll have like sincerely such and such and such.
I like how he puts breaking news, EDP445 is innocent. Whether he's innocent or not, and we'll continue the video in a second, whether he's innocent or not, which everybody knows he's not innocent, there was just a circumstantial amount of evidence. This wasn't the first time he was caught doing this stuff. There was other, Instagram messages that surfaced of him messaging quote-unquote little girls. So this guy is just a serial. We'll just leave it at that. You guys know what I'm talking about. He's not a good person. Not a good person.
Right, and obviously Javier with a camera in your face would be another indication.
Right, exactly, dude, exactly. And then all
I like how he's using the AI Obama voice, which clearly he wrote the script to try to make it seem like he's defending him. Like, that would have been another indication that, he had the camera in your face, and so this was supposed to be like, some sort of film that we were gonna improv. It's kind of hilarious. This dude's pathetic, man.
So at this point, you're feeling very confident that you actually have a film career kind of starting to pick up here.
yes, yeah, dude, I was fucking ecstatic. I was happy as fuck. You know what I mean? I was fucking, I was besides myself, man. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie to you, man. I came home, cried a little bit because I was like, fuck, man. It's like, like shit's funny.
It's funny how he says he cried a little bit when he came home. He cried, but I don't think he cried for the reasons that he's claiming that he cried. He cried because he knew his life was pretty much over at that point. I mean, I think anybody in their right mind, right, would cry if you just got exposed as being some sort of child groomer. Let's just say that, you know what I mean? Trying to meet up with little girls. So it's just, this dude is, yeah.
It's starting to pay off, you know what I mean? Ain't no more being broke as fuck, motherfucking, scraping quarters.
The crazy thing is, he mentions that ain't no more being broke as fuck. But he wasn't really broke. I mean, maybe he wasn't making millions of dollars on YouTube, but he was making a decent amount of money. I mean, this was a guy that was well known in the YouTube community. He had fans. He had people that watched his stuff. So that argument about him being broke, the math is not mathing. It does not compute. So I mean, obviously we all know this is a lie, but that's kind of weird to use that line of reasoning when it doesn't even apply to him. You know what I mean? And what do you think if you become an actor anyways, like, and you start getting small gigs? You think you're gonna get paid a lot? Like, F-list, D-list actors don't make a lot of money. They those people hold second jobs. They do other things to basically be able to live the lifestyle that they want to live. Only like A-listers, B-listers, and C-listers are making some kind of money. But you're not gonna make money just because you were on some sort of little skit or whatever, and then they hire you. Like, this guy's, I mean, but what do you expect from a guy that's like a liar and a child groomer, right?
All of a sudden, damn, my sister hits me up. My fucking close friends blocked me. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, they blocked you because they don't want to be associated with a pedo.
Incident / setup bullshit has completely ruined my motherfucking life. Or at least...
Yeah, and deservedly so, because it's not a setup. I mean, yes, you got set up. You got set up. But it's not a setup in the way that you're talking about. You got set up in a sting operation to be proven as a pedophile. Like, you got set up to be proven as a groomer for little girls, little kids. Not a setup to ruin your life. You did that to yourself, so...
I can never get back my name, my reputation, the fucking money.
You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. So it doesn't really matter. You don't deserve your life.
That was fucking stolen from me. Fucking robbed.
Nobody stole anything from you, dude. Nobody stole anything from EDP. EDP did this to himself. Nobody stole anything. Nobody robbed anything. Nobody did anything to him. He did it all to himself.
Well, that's the thing, bro. Like, I went into my mailbox and I noticed I had deleted all of the fucking emails. I deleted the fucking evidence,
Convenient excuse, but how did you find that one, right? How did you find that one that you had left?
If you do your research, 2 years ago, you feel me, was, on the cusp, somewhere around there. It was April 16th, April 18th, somewhere around there, 2 years ago. So everybody's all like, oh, well, why are you just now coming out now? Well, motherfucker, I just explained that there's a 2-year statute of limitation.
Right, so you're basically just taking.
But what does the statute of limitation have to do with anything? To my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but to my understanding, the statute of limitations has to do with how long has passed since you've committed a crime. So is he admitting to a crime, or like what's going on here? Is he saying that he couldn't speak for 2 years because what? I mean, he says he wasn't convicted of any crime, that he was innocent, right? So what is he talking about? The statute, it doesn't make any sense. Whatever he's saying doesn't make any sense. But if I'm wrong, correct me in the comments.
The advice of your lawyer, not wanting to accrue costs for trials and unnecessary arrests and things of that nature. Is that correct?
Right, exactly. You just keep your fucking mouth shut. Everybody wants to sit back and, oh, well, I want to come.
Yeah, but you only keep your mouth shut if you're being sued or if you're facing trial. But you weren't facing any of that. So there was no reason for you to keep your mouth shut. And he also mentioned about the statute of limitations being 2 years. Technically, it hasn't been 2 years. If this happened in April of 2021, we're in March. 2 years hasn't passed. So he's still within that 2 years of statute of limitations or whatever. So the whole story, it doesn't even make any sense.
Come out and defend myself. Well, bitch, all right, well, I mean, shit, your ass might be in fucking jail, bitch. You know what I mean? So it's like, why say anything? Keep quiet. Listen to your fucking lawyer,
That was the video of EDP445 basically claiming that he's innocent. As you guys can see, I recorded this video, but everything's going to be cut down and condensed. I'm not going to watch the whole video. We're just going to play the relevant parts. But as you can see, he pretty much lied about the whole thing. I mean, this whole thing is made up. It's creepy that he's using like some sort of Obama AI voice to try and, I don't know, quote unquote interview him. So he basically wrote out a script and spoke to himself. Creepy, but whatever, not my business. But yeah, like the dude is insane. He's lying about the movie stuff. He's lying about the part. He's just lying about everything, man. And supposedly he's going broke. He has a bunch of health issues. I mean, obviously, look at his size. He's not a small dude, right? But you can see it, man. I mean, he's lying. He's been lying this whole time. And he talks about the statute of limitations, but the way he references it has nothing to do with anything. He could have came out and cleared his name a long time ago, even when this first started. Obviously, this is a lie. As you saw, I pointed out, this email was a bad Photoshop. He got caught red-handed. Obviously, again, he's also supposedly going broke. And so he's selling his stuff. If you want to go ahead and watch the video, which I don't recommend because obviously that gives him views, but I'm pretty sure he's not monetized on YouTube, so it doesn't matter. You can check out the video for yourself on his website, EDP445.com, and make a decision for yourself. If you have anything to add to it, just let me know in the comments. I really appreciate you guys watching the video. Leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.